A few years ago, if someone lost their job, most of us believed they'd find another one fairly quickly. Maybe not the perfect job, but another job. Today, that is no longer guaranteed. People with strong resumes, years of experience, and successful careers are spending 6 months, 9 months, even over a year trying to find another next opportunity. And in many cases, when they do find something, it's for significantly less money than what they were making before. So here's the question I want you to sit with. If your paycheck stopped tomorrow, what would your income strategy be? Not your resume, not your job title, not your LinkedIn profile, your income strategy, because those are two different things. For most of us, we were taught get the job, work hard, stay loyal, you'll be okay. But the reality we are living in right now is different. Companies change, industries shift, layoffs happen. And none of it always has anything to do with your performance. So, waiting until something happens to figure out your next move is no longer a safe strategy. It's reactive, and reactive is expensive. That's why I want to talk to you today about building an income stream outside of your job while you still have your job, not from panic, from strategy. And before you tell yourself, I don't have the time for that, we need to talk about what that really means in real life. Welcome to my channel. My name is Catherine, founder of Breakout Life Coaching and Consulting. I help women who are burnt out, overwhelmed, or simply see what's happening today understand that they need a strategy for income. Because the first thing people say when they think about building some income outside of their job is, I don't have time. And I understand that. You're working full time, managing responsibilities, trying to rest when you can, trying to keep everything together. Your schedule already feels full. But let's be honest about something. Most people don't need 20 extra hours a week to start building something. They need 3 to 5 hours. That's it. So the real question becomes, where do those hours actually go right now? Could you watch one less show during the week, use 20 to 30 minutes of lunch a few days a week, wake up 1 hour earlier once or twice a week, or use 1 to 2 hours on the weekend intentionally? Not perfectly, not every day, just consistently. Because the truth is, this is not unusually the real barrier. Clarity and priority are. And I want to be direct with you here. If your job disappeared tomorrow, you would find time very quickly. The question is not whether time exists. The question is whether you are choosing to build something before you are forced to. Because once you understand that you don't need massive time, you start asking a very different question. What could I actually build with the skills I already have? One of the biggest blind spots professionals have is this: I don't have anything I can turn into a business. But that's really true. Most people are sitting on highly valuable skills. They just don't recognize them as marketable. Let's make this real. If you have project management skills, those skills can become operations consulting, productivity coaching, systems set up for small businesses. Maybe you're in the human resource space. That experience can become career coaching, interview preparation services, leadership development support. Maybe you have a sales background. That can become sales coaching, business training programs, revenue strategy consulting. Your experience in customer service has value. You can become communication coaching. You could have a business in communication coaching, customer experience consulting, team training programs. So your skills have value. Maybe you come from finance or accounting. Those skills can become budget coaching, financial literacy education, small business consulting. And if you have a leadership background, that experience can become executive coaching, team performance consulting, leadership development programs. Here's the key shift: you are not selling the job you did, you are solving the problems you solved in that job. That's what people pay for. But your career is only half of the story. The other half is often where people find the most meaningful opportunities, because not everything you can monetize comes from corporate experience. Some of it comes from life experience. And this is where things start to click for a lot of people. Maybe you experience burnout and overwhelm. If so, you can become a burnout recovery coach, have a wellness support program, or a workshop for professionals. Maybe you are a caregiver and you have found a way to successfully manage caregiving to avoid burnout and overwhelm. So you could actually create support communities, have educational resources, and have a coaching and guidance program. Or maybe your life experience is divorce or major life transition, which could become reinvention coaching, confidence rebuilding programs, support based communities. Or maybe you had a really good weight loss or health journey. That could become accountability coaching. You could create digital products. You could have group transformation offers and career reinvention. If you have really transitioned your career, you could help someone and become a transition coach. Personal branding, have personal branding support, or offer clarity programs for professionals. And if your background is finance, you could actually have a budget and education program, financial confidence coaching, practical systems and tools for small business owners. Here's what's really happening: someone is where you used to be, and they are looking for someone who has already figured out how to move forward. That is the foundation of most coaching, consulting, and digital product businesses. Not perfection, experience. So if the question becomes, I think I have something, but how do I actually turn it into income? That's where we go next. The people who move forward fastest don't try to do everything. They get clear on three things: what they're good at, what people already come to them for, what problems they can consistently solve. Because your zone of genius is usually not something you need to invent, it's something you need to recognize. Most professionals are sitting on years of problem solving experience, leadership experience they undervalue, emotional resilience they've never named, skills they use daily without thinking about them. And when you combine that with clarity on who you want to help, you suddenly have the foundation of a business. Not a perfect business, a starting point. And this is what most people are missing. If this video is making you look at your skills differently, I want you to take the next step. I created a free guide called Tap into Your Zone of Genius and Monetize It. It will help you identify your skills, strengths, experience, and natural abilities and start seeing what could actually be turned into a business or income stream. And if you want to go deeper, I also offer clarity calls where we can walk through your background, your experience, and what opportunities may already be available to you. Because sometimes the issue is not that you don't have options, it's that you've never been shown how to see them. The reality is the job market is changing, but your ability to create income doesn't have to depend on that. You can start building something of your own while you're still employed, still stable, and still in control of your decisions. Because when someone else is in control of your income, that is out of your control. So you want to create something that you are in control of, not later, now. And if this video helped you, subscribe to the channel, share it with another woman who needs to hear this message. Thank you for stopping by to watch this video, and I hope to see you in the next video.